Hey, this is Miles from Ænimus. We're here in Barrington, Illinois, and here is our van, which we call Vanimus, and a lot of other people call it Vanimus as well. So let's go ahead and go over to the front side. Inside, you can see we keep everything but clean. We've got all sorts of garbage all over the place. We got up here, we've got a vape box. Two of us are vapors. We've got some cotton, all sorts of juice, a bunch of Mount Baker stuff. Awesome company. Check them out. And this ends up usually getting thrown around and spilled everywhere. Always. So, let's take a peek at the dashboard. We've got some tomatoes that we were going to eat earlier, and they look kind of sweaty now, so I don't know if I'd want to eat that. It's usually like that everywhere in here. We've got a souvenir from New York at Coco 66. Could be better. We've got glasses, cell phone, pizza plate that wasn't used. The necessity, got some antibacterial hand soap, specifically for me. No one else gives a shit. I do, though, because I get sick. And, let's see what else. Some melted chocolates. Probably still squishy. And it's gone. Oh, yeah. Totally soft. So that's up here. We've got itineraries, all the normal stuff, where we're going, promoters' names, load-in times, all that fun stuff that we have to keep track of. Speaking of that, driving situation is hard. This tour we only have 4 people with us because our drummer is playing in Rings of Saturn as well, and he rides with them. So we have 4 people divided among how many hour drives we have. We could have a 13-hour drive or a 2-hour drive. 2 of us do nights. Usually it's Matt and Sean who usually do the night driving. I did the night driving last time, no more. And then Seth and I usually do the morning drive, and we just kind of alternate. So, you know, one person does the night drive one night, one person co-pilots, and then they switch the next night, and so on and so forth. That's about all we have up here. A bunch of garbage down here. You can see we got batteries not being charged, coffee can, emergency, absolutely crucial. We've got our awesome tape deck converter right here, which makes everything sound not how it should, but it works. We've got this little guy, so that works pretty well. There's an extension somewhere, so when someone in the back wants to play something, we can do that, but actually, there we go, little extension. Works perfectly. That's how we usually listen to music, and yeah, a lot of music, a lot of non-metal stuff. Let's go ahead and move on into here. Here we have our sleeping apparatus. Very clean, very organized. Got board shorts. Got a shot glass right here. That should be up there. Yeah, it's usually pretty chaotic over here. We try to keep it clean. Never happens. I personally don't sleep on here because I like to have a seatbelt on. I like to wake up in the morning, every morning. And that's about it. Just pretty gross bed. I think that's a standard in every van. Seth will usually take the bed. I'll be trying to lay here. He'll put his arm up on me and his leg up on me when he's got this whole space. It's usually him or Matt. Sean and I are the seatbelt guys, and we try to usually keep it that way. Oh, and one more thing that's super important here, the trash bag. It's usually strung up right here, but apparently it broke. Keep it up here so everyone from every place in the van can either reach in and throw it, or throw it out, and then try to throw it out, ends up on the floor. See all sorts of misses right here, but that's really nice for keeping things kind of organized, because we usually get trash everywhere if we don't do that. Bed set up, got our nice little seat belts that fall through every single night. We have to reach back and retrieve it, pull it up, total pain, and then you sleep on it and it hurts. About it, just a bunch of random stuff under here. That's our own things. Tissue paper, gross. Let's go ahead and move into the back. Here's where most of our utensils and cooking items take place. We've got a cooler in here, got some eggs, more eggs, peas, giant beers, very cool, cheese, just all sorts of random cooking stuff so we can kind of eliminate fast food because it costs more money over time. It makes you feel horrible. At least it makes me feel horrible. Waters, weights, you can see I use those. Lid to a barbecue, don't really use it. Here, bucket, got destroyed first day. It's almost useless. Coffee cup, hot cups, because I have a coffee pot with me that's in the trailer actually because I drink coffee a lot. Freezer bags, more paper stuff, just utensils and all that kind of stuff. And here we've got more of it just to take up more space and make everything harder for us. Move on to the trailer. Open this up. It's going to be kind of empty right now since everything's still in the venue, but can tell you how it's going to look with everything. Alright, here's empty coffee pot box. We've got cabs in here because there were a ton of steps to get down to the venue today. So we just went DI. Did not want to deal with these at all. This is where we store all of our personal bags, except for, you know, our usual backpack kind of stuff we carry with us at all times with the things you can't lose, or else you'd be screwed. So this is just all our clothing, showering, laundry, just that kind of stuff, the bags you don't need on a regular basis. Chair we never used, and coffee pot in the back, like I mentioned. You can see it way down there in a Bud Light case. Absolutely essential. Probably still an old filter in there. Perfect. It's not moldy yet, so that's good. But yeah, that's the rundown for the Ænimus. This is what we live in, eat in, sleep in, cry in, cuddle in, all of that. That's about all. Runs well, and it gets us from point A to point B safely. So thank you for coming out to Digital Tour Bus.